Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, winter. Point being, for the next week or so, I'm gonna read a bunch of Christmas books. So I have a TBR. I'm not gonna tell you the TBR because I don't want to be held accountable. So we shall see how this goes. Tonight though, I'm not gonna probably read anything. Super tired. If you watched my last video, you could tell I've been having a hard time. So I really thought doing this Christmas video was going to help. And now I'm like already tired of doing it. It's gonna be great though. It's gonna be great. I came in here though because I do want to open up my Aldi wine advent calendar for day 2. Is it December 2nd? I don't know if I'm gonna drink any of this tonight, but I do want to know what it is, and I love opening things. Merry and Bright Winter Wonderland California Red Wine. Merry Christmas! Also, because my mom is the queen of holidays, like look how beautiful this is. This is so pretty. I started reading Window Shopping or something like that by Tessa Bailey, and it's so far pretty good. It is just Ted Lasso fan fiction. It's a novella for Christmas, and it's also basically Ted Lasso fan fiction. Alternative universe, you know. I'm enjoying it. It's like almost 1:30. I kept waking up. So now I am sitting here watching a Hallmark Christmas movie. I could have just flipped the camera. My hair looks so silly. Do you ever go on your silly little errands, like you go to the post office and buy stamps, return something you needed to return, you got your coffee, and then Evermore comes up on your shuffle and it is the triple whammy of it playing Ivy, Tolerate It, and Marjorie, and now you're crying. I'm fine. I just like, Taylor Swift has me in a chokehold and regardless will make me cry. So I picked an audiobook to listen to. There were a couple that were like higher on my list than this book, but this book was available on Scribd, so it immediately popped up higher. And that is like The Christmas Bookshop by Jenny Colgan, a British women's fiction novel, came out this year. I have read other Jenny Colgan books. There was a period in time where I read a lot more British women's fiction than I did American romance, and I find that really funny because that is not true now. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the advent calendar for today. It's a winter white Chardonnay. I can actually tell y'all what this book is about now. And I want to note something. Great audiobook, really annoying main character. Really bratty, annoying, entitled main character, and I think that's honestly kind of fun. Okay, so this book is about 2 sisters. They don't get along. One is like the older, like perfect sister, mother of 3, another baby on the way, high-powered job, and the other sister, you know, didn't finish her degree, has terrible taste in men, loses her job, and so their mother is like, you need to go live with your sister and find a job, and her older sister gets her job at a crumbling bookstore, and I think she's gonna fall in love with the guy who owns the bookstore, but I don't know. The shop proprietor is an old man, a very old man, and it's not that kind of book, so he is not the love interest. I have read quite a lot of The Christmas Bookshop or whatever by Jenny Colgan. I haven't read a Jenny Colgan book in probably 5 or 6 years, but it's all coming back to me. Like her writing style and the way it feels very chaotic is coming back to me. If you haven't read a Jenny Colgan or really any like British women's fiction novel, it's hard to describe that feeling of what they're like, but they're all kind of the same. And I don't dislike it, but it's also like not my favorite thing in the world, if that makes sense. Also, it is time. I'm trying to open this. Oh, here we go. Tastes like apple juice. Good though. I mean, apple juice is good. I had such like a good day for having so many bad days in a row, which is always so nice, but I feel like as soon as I remember that I'm having a good day, it's when I start having a bad day. You think you're having a good day? You think that you're feeling great and normal? Are you sure? It really tastes like apple juice. It's like almost unbelievable. Advent, day 4. Day 4 is right here. What is it?
Oh.
Pinot Noir. We've got 2 red wines.
2 red wines now, yeah.
Party, party. I was filthy. I was so gross. We moved a bunch of stuff into a storage unit, and it's very sweaty, it's very dirty, and I'm clean. It's like 4 p.m. I am now going to finally listen to the audiobook and organize my life. Also, loving the hair. Look how pretty. So pretty. I love. Oh, that's my dad talking to the dog. I'm almost done with the Christmas bookshop. I'm enjoying it a lot more than I was previously. It's honestly very cute and charming and Christmassy. It's less about the bookshop now and more about just our main character's relationships with people. Like, my favorite part of this book thus far is seeing her develop a better relationship with her sister and also her nieces and nephew. It's very sweet. The other thing about this book that makes it fun is that it feels like a Bridget Jones retelling almost. Like, the love triangle is very Bridget Jones, meaning that the 2 men that are interested in her, one of them is like a Mark Darcy type. He's a Quaker professor who everyone loves, named Okie because he loves trees. And then the other guy is this like self-help celebrity writer guy who is kind of an asshole, but he's charming. So very Daniel Cleaver. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna finish it now though.
Christmas decorations are merry and bright.
Mother? Wow. Not to spoil something for this book, but the old man who runs the bookshop, who I originally thought she was gonna fall in love with, he's kind of cagey about like his family, and these German people keep showing up being like, we want to speak with him, and he runs away. And so our main character is like, what the? And then he's like, my mom, Irish woman, my stepfather raised me, my biological father was a Nazi. I'm sleepy. I finished The Christmas Bookshop. What a cute little women's fiction moment. Set in Scotland, crumbling bookshop, main character who can't get her shit together, children that are cute without being annoying. Like, yes, it was good. I will say, the thing I talked about in the last clip resolved in a very weird way. Overall, though, I did really enjoy it. It surprised me how much I enjoyed it, so 10 out of 10 there. Christmas vibes, 8 out of 10. Very Christmassy, very cozy, very sweet. A lot of snow. Do y'all want to see my Christmas sweater collection? You've probably seen me wear this already in this video because I literally wore it already in this video. But this is from ModCloth. This is a couple years old. It's from a thrift store. It's so like Viking-y, Norwegian. It is literally from Norway. It's a nice ass sweater. Very Princess Diana vibes. This one's gonna be a huge hit. I don't know if they're still selling it. I literally haven't taken the tags off, but I bought it like in October because when I saw it, I was like, I have to have it. And it's this amazing book Christmas sweater that says all I want for Christmas is books. It's made by the British Library. I bought it online. It is so good. This cape. Isn't it so good? I got it on Etsy last year. It was hand woven in Greece. It's beautiful. That's my sweater collection. Now I'm gonna read a book. Tessa Bailey. You wild woman. That's how I feel reading this book in the best possible way. The giddiness I feel right now is unbelievable. Like, basically the concept, I mentioned it, is sort of like a Ted Lasso kind of character. He's the general manager of this really high-end fancy department store that his family owns. The main lady character has just gotten out of prison and she was in for 4 years, and she was studying to do window dressing before that, basically. And he decides to hire her because he can tell that she's really talented, but of course, like, they're both wildly attracted to each other and they're opposites, but also both like incredibly good-hearted. Like, you can tell, like, she's all tough, but like she's just as sweet and good-hearted as he is. You know what I mean? The way Tessa Bailey is writing this, specifically the way that she is handling the fact that he is her boss, chef's kiss. It's so good. It's so difficult, I think, to write this and it not be weird because there's obviously inherently a power imbalance. but she's doing it in the most respectful, interesting, smart, kind way possible. Also, all romances need to be basically Ted Lasso or Roy Kent. I'd take Roy Kent because I love it. This man is so charismatic. I don't get a lot of male leads in romance that are charismatic, and this man is so charismatic. Also love the girl. Like, I love the woman in this. She's so good and so interesting, and I'm just obsessed. It's 9:30 p.m. I'm in the big comfy bed. What did I do today? I had kind of a whirlwind day. I stayed up really late last night talking to my sweet boyfriend. It was great. But we got up this morning and my mom and I went and decorated at her work. You can see that here. Currently at my mom's work on a Sunday because I'm helping her finish last minute decorations. Y'all want to see some cute stuff? So cute. Very, very cute. So cute. Yeah, same. Very cute. We went Christmas shopping, we came back, I wrapped presents, we watched really terrible Hallmark movies, and we decorated the Christmas tree. And then now we're here. I'm trying to stay up till midnight. It is 9:30. I'm not going to read more of window shopping, although I am thoroughly enjoying it. I'm like halfway through. So good. You saw me flail about it last night. I am going to start an audiobook. I'm going to start the holiday swap or the holiday something. I have heard a lot of people talking about this book. It is kind of in the zeitgeist of the book world right now. I'm just not that excited about it, but we'll see. I just read the blurb for the holiday swap. There is a reason why I don't read blurbs. This book is twins who swap their lives for Christmas. I hate that idea. Oh, I don't know, y'all. What is the chokehold right now in romance with reality cooking shows? Like, what is that? Is that going to be our new tech romances? Like, I can't do this. I can't do it. I find it uninteresting. It literally is the princess switch because they're twins. And that's the princess switch concept. Also, I just know the secondhand embarrassment is just going to be unbelievable. Do I put myself through this pain? I might read the holiday swap at some point later in this video, but it is nowhere free for me. Like, it's not in any of my subscriptions for free. Like, I'd have to buy it or use a credit. I just don't know if I'm at the place to do that right now. So I'm going to read A Princess for Christmas by Jenny Holiday. A book came out recently with a very cute cover called Duke Actually, but that is the second book in a series, so I want to read the first one. It is on Scribd, A Princess for Christmas. We're going to do that. It's going to be great. Also, it's narrated by Charlotte North, and I really like Charlotte North as a narrator, so I'm here for it. We're going to do it. Yes. We're talking about a princess of a small nation. Very Princess Mia, but more introverted, I guess. And we also have, like, this fun main character who's, like, taking care of his younger sister after their parents passed away. And he's a cab driver / super. New York Christmas time princess cabbie. Look at that. Wow. Her, like, little Genovia country, instead of it being, like, pears, like in Genovia, it's, watches. So she basically is like a princess / watch salesman. The amount of times in romances where people are laughing at things that aren't funny. I am going to bed. I'm enjoying this book though. It is cute. It is a cute one. Romance is okay, but vibes are good. Vibes are Christmassy. We're about to go to her fictional Genovia country for Christmas, so that's cute. I'm home from work. Today was wild. Normally I work from home on Mondays, but I had an in-person meeting, so I had to go in. It was a mass meeting, as safe as you can be, but What a vibe. And I had to go to the doctor. So all in all, I love cab. Actually, LOL, I'm gonna watch TV. Okay, I'm gonna wrap a present for my work's holiday party. We're having an outdoor masked holiday lunch get together and doing a white elephant. So I'm going to wrap that gift because it's tomorrow and keep listening to A Princess for Christmas, or whatever this book is called. It is so far cute. It's really because Charlotte North, if I was reading this book physically, I would be bored out of my mind. But Charlotte North is just, she's spectacular. She's killing it. So I'm nearly done with the princess girl, whatever her name is. I am going to go take a bath though now. I can't talk. I have tonight, it's 7. I have tomorrow. Because after that, my work gets crazy, and I'm also going on a wee little trip this weekend. So I have tears in my eyes. I have tears in my eyes. I need a moment. As you can tell, I finished Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. This book was so perfect. Like, it was so heart-wrenchingly sweet. The conflict that happens in this book feels so real. Like, if you hate miscommunication, you don't get it here. You don't get it here. You get utter trust and respect. I'm telling y'all, if you have never read a Tessa Bailey and you're like, I don't think I want to read a Tessa Bailey, read this book. Read it. It's so good. It's also very short. It's under 300 pages. It's Christmassy. I mean, Ted Lasso. Also, I read, as y'all know, a lot of romance, and there are probably only like 10 or 15 romances I've ever read where I have loved both main characters, and I loved both main characters so much. Anyway, I adored it. I don't even know what to do. Now I'm gonna have to go and like read the princess book because I need to finish that, but I'm like still from this book. I can't believe I now have to read something else. I'm sorry you don't know what Buffy the Vampire Slayer is? Dude, really? I finished The Princess book. It was mediocre. Not bad mediocre, good mediocre. I think there's a difference, and I feel like it was decent. Very Hallmarky, very Netflixy. Two qualms though that were specific. One, epilogue too long. It was an epilogue within an epilogue. Cannot stand that. Number 2, this book and Window Shopping had a very similar timeline of like 2-ish weeks, and that is normal for holiday romance. You know, we have a time crunch, but let me tell you, Window Shopping, it felt earned. That big moment at the end of the book felt really earned. Even though it was fast-paced, even though it was a little bit love at first sighty, it felt earned. This didn't. I didn't believe it, and I wanted to at least believe it. I mean, it's a princess story, so that's already kind of unbelievable. So at least that could have been believable, you know? Christmas vibes? Decent-ish. Very princess switchy Christmas vibes, if you know what I mean. Kind of manufactured, but not in a bad way, just in a manufactured way. I have tomorrow to finish this challenge, and I have 2 books I want to read. One is a novella, one is a full moment, both are via. The book that I already started is A Holly Jolly Diwali. I had not heard about this book, but it showed up on a bunch of like holiday 2021 recommendation lists, and it looks really cute. I really like the cover. I don't know much about Diwali or the Festival of Lights, so I am excited to read about it. It seems like it's about a single lady who lives with her parents, and her parents were like
you're sad, you should date. And she's like, no. And then I think she's gonna go to a wedding in India, and then I think she's gonna fall in love, which I love books where people fall in love at weddings, genuinely. I think they're really fun. So, what's today?
Tuesday.
7th.
7th.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. When's the 11th? So I won't be here in the house to open these until like the 12th. So I need to open from the 7th to the 11th. Ooh, rosé! Blueberry blend raspberry. Chardonnay. A lot of white wine. Riesling. Reindeer red. So my mother can only drink the reindeer red, and all of these I'll take with me. I had quite the day. We did Secret Santa. My gift, it got stolen 3 times or 2 times. It did pretty well though. I got a water bottle with candy in it, which I love a useful gift, and that is a useful gift. I've gotten pretty far into Holly Jolly Diwali, and I'm enjoying it. It's cute. I love like a travel-y romance. The main character goes to India, and she's sort of like in a pseudo love triangle, kind of, sort of like. She goes on a date right before she leaves with this guy that her parents set her up with, and he's like an attractive doctor. And then when she's there, she meets this really nice woman, and the woman has a son, and the son is a musician, and he's really cool and nice and attractive. It is entertaining. So I'm nearly done with Holly Jolly Diwali. I really like the main character, and I enjoy her love interest, but she's moving so fast. Like, I know that's gonna be what the conflict is gonna be. Like, she's known this guy for a few weeks, and she's like, I'm moving to London to be with him. You know what I mean? And I think the central conflict might be the fact that, like, she's kind of diving in a little too quickly. But, I'm stressed. I'm a little bit stressed. I was right. It was the conflict. I'm enjoying this. Honestly, it feels like a true rom-com. Like, this feels like it could have been a rom-com in the early 2000s, which is funny because there are references to that, so it feels like that's very much on purpose. I finished Holly Jolly Diwali. Very, very cute, very enjoyable, just like easy, breezy, sweet, not conflict heavy. I would say even though this is romance, I think it leans more into women's fiction because the main character, like, her development is the most important part of this book, and her kind of realizing that she can go after what she wants and she doesn't have to just do what sort of her parents, or what she thinks her parents expect from her. I enjoyed the sister relationship here. I thought it was nuanced and fun. I enjoyed the travel. I liked the guy in this book. He was a little bit of a character, like, in terms of, like, a characterization of, like, a hot, cool guy who's nice. But that's not a bad characterization. Overall, I enjoyed it. It is now 4:42. I have a novella to read, and that is Office Party. I had heard about this book, I think, on Book Talk, which is wild because I'm not book talker, as we know. Anyway, but it looks fun, and it's short. And I think it'll take me no time to get through. I would say about 45 minutes via audiobook. So that's what I'm going to do. And then if I have some more time, I might read a short little ebook novella tonight. What good lighting. This book is fun so far. It involves like a really intense CEO who doesn't let his people take any time off during Christmas and makes them go to a holiday party in Hawaii on Christmas. So completely ridiculous, I think. The main character is like really good at her job, and so she tries to bamboozle him by doing like a Ferris Bueller's Day Off moment so she can go on vacation with her sister. And obviously something's going to happen. This is a very short novel, and so I wonder, like, in 150 pages, how you do a hate to love story well. So I'm interested. Also, this book has 2 audiobook narrators, which is something that like indie romance tends to have that like more traditionally published romance doesn't have, and I think that's really random. Point being, I'm not used to hearing a male narrator, so. I'm really enjoying this book. This book is so much fun. I'm dying because basically the beginning of the book is like the year before, and then you kind of see their relationship and you see how like they're into each other, but they have sort of this complicated, sort of almost like the proposal sort of relationship, if you know what I mean. And then it jumps to a year later and she's dating somebody and the guy is broke and he sends her boss, who is into her, a message saying, "Can you cash at me? I'll pay you back so I can take your employee, my girlfriend, on a date." I finished The Office Party. This was very short. I mean, it was a novella, so I didn't expect it to be that great. I don't have the greatest experiences with novellas, although Window Shopping, I think, was a novella, and I loved it. I loved this too. It was really cute. Also, I loved at the end, minor spoiler, it's revealed like she is as much of a menace as he is, which I think is really fun. Also, they managed to put some like emotional stuff in this too. I would recommend this book if you want a short read, holiday read. This definitely fits it. It is 6 p.m. The rosé is hitting hard because I have not eaten enough today. The holiday party was just hot chocolate and cookies. So I do have a little option for another book, and that is Mangoes and Mistletoe, another short little book. I forgot that this book is a holiday baking reality show competition, I'm pretty sure. I was like rallying against this concept. I forgot that this book has that as the concept. Whatever, it's fine. I have such bad light in here. I finished Mangoes and Mistletoe. It was fine. It was cute. I thought they did a good job with this like reality TV show thing, and I enjoyed the characters. Again, it's a novella, so you just don't get as much time to really develop the romance, but I thought they did a decent job developing it. I think the difference between like this and Office Party, both very, very short books, even shorter than Window Shopping, is that they already knew each other in Office Party. They were like really close coworkers, so the fact that everything happened really fast didn't really feel weird. This didn't feel weird though, it just felt rushed, if that makes sense, but it wasn't bad. It was cute. I would recommend it if you want to, again, read a short little holiday romance. I turned the heat on. Woo! It's cold out. Oh, I want to do a little wrap up of this video concept. I read 6 books in, oh my gosh, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Do I even count Thursday though? 5 days. I mean, it's 5 days. We're just gonna say it's 5 days. Anyway, I read 6 books in 5 days, and of a holiday theme, winter holiday theme. So I read The Christmas Bookshop by Jenny Colgan. I'd say 4-star read. I read A Princess for Christmas by Jenny Holiday. 3-star read. I read Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. 5-star read. I read Jolly Diwali by Sonia Lally. This was a 4-star, 3.5-star read. I read The Office Party by Whitney G. I'd say that's a 4.5-star read. And I read Mangoes and Mistletoe by Adriana Herrera, which I would say is like a 3-star read. So all in all, it was good. I liked everything I read. I enjoyed myself. Yeah, it definitely got me in the spirit in a way. It got me in the spirit to read more books. So I love that. I hope y'all enjoyed this video and have a lovely day.